We are live, guys. Whoa, it's been such a long time since I recorded a video. It feels so weird. Like when you do it every day, you're like in the vibe. But now it's been such a long time since I recorded a video, so I feel a little bit strange. But anyways, what I want to talk about today in this video is my experiences 1 month after I did the Vipassana retreat. And the things that became apparent over time are truly significant. Like I didn't expect these things to happen whatsoever at all. Like when I was there, I was just struggling and having a hard time with all the aches and pains and the difficulties with, having to sit on the floor for such a long time and not being able to do the things that I usually do, right? All these thoughts and these inner demons that start to arise and you having to stay equanimous with everything that comes up, right? And in a way, I knew it was good for me, but I didn't know that the end result or the implications or the consequences would be so profound. And so that's exactly what I want to talk to you about in this video. So after the Vipassana, the first week, I didn't really notice anything different necessarily. I mean, I meditated for 10 days straight, but I wasn't really aware of how it changed my baseline state in a way, because I was in the Vipassana retreat for 10 days. For those of you who don't know what the Vipassana retreat is, I recorded a video a while back talking about my experiences, but it basically is a 10-day silent meditation retreat where you don't talk and you meditate for about 11 hours per day, right? And so when I get out, the contrast between the environment where you are in during your meditation session and your normal life in the city. I went to Mexico City afterwards. It's a massive city and it's so busy and there's so much stuff going on, right? But for some people, it can be really overwhelming to return back to their normal lives. But for me, I didn't really need the time to adapt to normal life again. It was just, okay, I took a break and now I'm back, and I actually enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I went out partying like literally the day after I came back from the retreat. And so I wasn't really aware of what had changed immediately after the Vipassana retreat, because it was too much, the difference was too big between being there and then again being in the city. But the difference was not big between me previously being in the city and then being back in the city, okay? But so after like 3 weeks, I started to notice that I'm so much more at ease within myself. I'm so much calmer. I'm so much more peaceful and able to let things go. And that was a really, really profound realization. I was like, wait a minute. Something happened that would usually upset me for at least like a few days or a week, or something that I was worried about that I usually would think about many nights in a row, stuff like this. And I noticed that none of these things actually bother me that much anymore, or at least not for a long period of time. I could let them go very, very easily. After a few minutes, even sometimes, I already moved on. And that was such a profound realization for me, like, hold on, I am no longer holding on so much to things. I can let them go so much more easily, and my life feels so pleasant at the moment, even though there's a lot of things happening. I'm looking for a job, I'm looking for this, I'm doing that, I'm moving there, I'm making plans, meeting lots of people, doing a lot of things. But in all of that chaos, there is this inner centeredness, this groundedness, this sense of I'm okay and everything is okay and everything is going to be okay. And there is no need to hold on to things, not the good things, not the bad things, just equanimity, literally. And so realizing this was very intense for me, and I understood that this is really the consequence or the result of practicing the Vipassana meditation for 10 days straight. You have to stay equanimous with all the discomfort. You have to let go of your anger and resentment and resistance towards these aches and pains and the fact that you're there and you can only meditate and do nothing else. Okay? These are all feelings that arise, but you have no choice other than to just stay equanimous with them, because if you don't, you suffer. You suffer so much, and that's exactly what I experienced there. I was suffering a lot, but it's good, because then you understand that you create the suffering. I was creating my own suffering. And literally experiencing this in my own body for 10 days proved to be very, very profound. And still, up until today, it's now 1.5 months later, I still feel this sense of inner peace. And of course, sometimes things happen and I want to react. But in general, I am so much more calm, so much more at ease. Everything's okay. Everything is impermanent anyways. And that doesn't mean that you lose connection with what you're doing. That means you don't latch on to something that is ever changing. Okay? Because if you try to do that, it moves on, and you can't hold on to anything. Okay? You can only observe it, experience it, explore it, and stay equanimous with it. Equanimous means like equilibrium, balanced, okay? Staying balanced. Don't overly get all excited about it and, latch on to the positives, or don't overly go into the negative and the heavy and the sad and the angry and the resentment, the resentfulness, okay? Don't do either, all right? And personally, I'm a person of extremes all the time, super sad or super happy, super angry or super excited, super happy, super elated, okay? I'm this type of person, and it has been my journey to come to terms with these extremes, but also to find the middle path, the middle way, the balance, staying equanimous, yes? And this Vipassana retreat really gave me this first-hand experience on a bodily level, okay? Not just thinking about it, not just reading about it, but actually experiencing it on a deep level, okay? And so part of my theory is that also because this retreat is a challenge, okay? It's tough. It's not like all fun and games when you're there. It's, for me at least, it was difficult, okay? I have to admit it was very, very difficult, but I committed to staying there for 10 days. I wanted to complete the challenge. I didn't want to cop out and quit early, because then I knew I wouldn't be able to have the experience that it's supposed to provide me with, okay? That was off the table, but I still wanted to go, yes? But so, because it was such a challenge, okay, when I got out, my normal life seemed so easy, so much fun. I can do whatever I want, I can go have fun times with my friends. I can go eat the food I want to eat. I can go to the gym. I can do whatever. I can use my phone as much as I want. I can go whatever, yes? And that contrast, we humans, we experience the world in contrast, always, okay? When you come out of an intense, depressive episode, okay, when you come out, the contrast is so large with these dark times, and I'm speaking from personal experience, with now not feeling this negative cycle anymore, that it's amazing. You're so thankful, so grateful, so happy, so excited, because you came from the darkness, all right? Light and dark, fun and boring, beautiful, ugly, whatever, okay? We have to experience, we are experiencing the world around us in terms of contrast, okay? Because if you're constantly in the happy space, well, then it becomes a new normal, okay? You raise the baseline, and then you don't experience the differences anymore, okay? But if you have, and again, I'm speaking for myself, the highs and the lows, that is when you become, when I become acutely aware of, okay, my life is really cool and it's really fun, and I can do so many awesome things. And I am more aware of this because I spent 10 days in silence doing nothing, okay? The contrast is very profound, very powerful. So my experiences with Vipassana are even more profound after I got out. This past month has been amazing. I feel so centered, so peaceful, and so grateful also, because I was able to stay with someone I met at the retreat. He was a yoga teacher, fantastic guy. He taught me so much about yoga. He was super friendly. He was helping me so much, and I feel forever grateful for being able to stay at his house. And then Ken, who allowed me to start my journey and explore all this beauty in Mexico, is again something I feel eternally grateful for. Ken is a guy I stayed with in Cancun. He offered me a place to stay, and that's where it all started. And when I got back to Cancun, I felt this wave of gratitude flowing over me. And I realized, wow, this is where it all started. This is where, I don't know, I discovered that I can do these things. This is where I felt the inspiration to go and explore the volunteering and the rainbow gathering and the Vipassana retreat. And I'm like, wow, I can't express my gratitude enough. It's wonderful that these people exist and that they support my journey in so many different ways. So, man, I don't know what to say. It's just fantastic what I've been through these past few months, and I feel super grateful that I was able to explore this for myself. And I hope that I can share this newfound wisdom with other people and maybe inspire you to go and explore these types of things for yourself, because for me they are absolutely profound. Like, really, it's not this woo-woo, like, I don't know, fake promise or anything. I can actually feel and experience the benefits that they bring me. And that is exactly what Dhamma means. Dhamma is the way of the Buddha, which is living a life in line with Buddha's values in a way, and giving back. And when you discover something that is really helpful, then you want to share it with others, right? And that's a beautiful thing. That's precisely what I want to do. I want to share my experiences so you can maybe feel inspired to at least do some research or try things out for yourself and see what it does for you, because you are the only person who can decide whether it's helpful for you or not. I can talk about what it did for me, but at the end of the day, you will be the person to experience it, and from your perspective, from your point of view, it may or may not be helpful. But since it helped me, it really helped me, I want to share this information with you so it can hopefully help you too, all right? So that was my 1 month after Vipassana experience, or that is. I might record another video in a month and see if it's still like this. I think it will be. And I will most likely attend another Vipassana retreat next year. I think I will do one every year or every 2 years, because I can really see the value in spending 10 days in silence and just staying equanimous with anything and everything that arises as you're there. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for your attention. I feel super excited. I feel also very inspired. Maybe I will record another video tomorrow, who knows? Ken is the beautiful person who provided me with another camera. So I'm super thankful that I'm able to record proper videos again. So Ken, if you're watching this, thank you so much for helping me out with the channel. I really, really appreciate your generosity. And so you guys can expect more videos from me in the future. I took a long break and maybe I will take another break again, who knows, I don't know. It's more like a feeling thing currently, and I record videos whenever I feel inspired. So I hope you guys are looking forward to my future content. Again, I want to really, really thank you again for being part of this journey. And as always, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.